Hello, hello, and welcome back to more Yotsume God. I'm really excited about this game, honestly. I love all of it so far. Oh, look, an ad. Oh, look, an ad for a game we already have. I was gonna say, what was that? I have stamina. Listen. This one doesn't have a gacha we can play, so we're just gonna get right into it. Yeah. Romon Gate. I think this is where the gate was locked. We'll find out. I cleansed my body as you said, so can I get into the shrine now? Tell her no. Yeah, I don't know how to send you home, but Tagada might know. Tagada? He's like my boss. He's the oldest man in this shrine and he knows lots of details. So I think he's the only person who knows how to send you home. You mean I need to see Tagada, right? You were literally just told that, but okay. Yes, I think he's in the altar as usual. Let's go. Okay. I followed Imigo. Passing by the Koma Inu, we got to a big gate. But... Haha. but... What's going on? What happened? The Romon gate is locked. The big gate is closed. Why? I've never seen it closed before. Can't you open it? No, if we could open it, we wouldn't be here. I mean, I'll try. Imigo pushed and pulled on the door, but it doesn't open. I can't. I also tried to open the door, but I couldn't. Oh no. Can't we go to the altar from behind? No, it's impossible because the Romon gate fences the altar and the shrine. How about calling out to someone? Someone might notice and open the gate for us. Okay, well, if it was only like the kids and Tagada and Imigo, yeah, definitely. Somebody will absolutely hear us. They share 1 IQ. 1 unit of IQ. There isn't any reply. Imigo sighed. We have no choice, we just have to find a way to open the gate. Okay, now if I remember correctly, this was hard as hell to do. So there's lamps here and we have to figure out how to light them. But, that puzzle made absolutely no sense. And I'm really confused about it. A lighter. No. Matchsticks. Yes, but no. We need to find something to light the lanterns. That's the point of the game. So I believe, if I remember how to do this correctly, there's a card here. And that's what I'm truly concerned about. Because it's Imigo. Okay, now that we got the card, there's absolutely nothing left here. Alright, there's the dogs. He has a puzzle piece. Hey, look, Imigo. A note came out of the Koma Inu's mouth. It's ripped. I think we can read it if we find the other half. And if we knew how to read. It's a Koma Inu. The mouth is... oh. The mouth is closed. Because it's an Ungyo Koma Inu. Huh? No, it's not. What? I think this Koma Inu's mouth was open. Exclamation point audible. Imigo looked up at the right Koma Inu and looked at the left one. You're right, but His left. Why is the mouth shut now? Only time will tell. Or once I cheat on this puzzle. What? I'm not cheating. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I forgot how to do this puzzle. Yep, this was the one with the incredibly difficult... Okay. Hey, amigo. What? What's with the cloth over your face? I think this is my absolute favorite series of dialogue in this game. This cloth? It's like a mask. Yeah? What is it for? Because I'm too beautiful. You'll be blind if you see my face. Liar. Yeah. Then why are you wearing it? Because I'm too ugly. If you see my face, you'll be in shock and faint. Shortly after. Yeah, me too. Liar! Yep. This is a worthless conversation. Can you see things? Yes, I don't fall over you like you, right? Well... Ouch. Hey, what kind of person is Tagata? He's always nagging. A busybody. You said he's your boss, right? He teaches the manners for a shrine. I just talk stuff about a shrine that Tagata taught me. Wow, he's a great person. Say, is he strict? Not really, but he's harsh when he's angry. Will he show me the way home if I do something to anger him? I don't think so. But you should be as cautious as possible. Okay, fair enough. Eyes. I feel like it's a clue. You're supposed to be able to move this ivy, but I have literally no idea how to do that. So, let's just go cheat. I wonder if you can even do this if you haven't done all the pieces yet. No, you can't. Huh. Well, cheating can't save us now. But it can save us later. Okay, we need the other piece of paper, which I believe is right here. Ta-da! But what's this? It's an arrow! Thank you, amigo. Is it telling us to trace the arrow? I don't know yet. Now we have to go to the Tori. And look at this eyes. Something is drawn on the left pillar. This design of eyes. Don't you think they are hints? There's no point in looking at it forever. Yeah, I know, but I feel like there's something important with this. Yeah, this. Okay, I can't use the paper on it. But, now that we have collected the clues, we should be able to move on. I hope. I have no idea, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. So I've already played this portion of the game in Let's Plays, live streams, but I haven't completed the entire game, so once we get caught up to where I was in the live stream, I'm gonna have no idea what I'm doing. Even now I have to reference a guide because some of these puzzles are just ridiculously stupid hard and don't match up to their own answers. So if you look at this map here, It doesn't match up to how many squares are in the pillar, and if you follow the pattern that goes on the squares, it doesn't exactly match up. So, because I believe the first 3 would be right, left, left. I don't even know. What is puzzles? We just don't know. Left, right, left, 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 right, left. There we go. Oh, the mouth of the Agyo Koma Inu opened. Something's in the mouth. Ah, yes, matches. This game's matches. It's a matchbox. We can light up the lantern now. Why does the Koma Inu have a matchbox? Don't question him. Okay. So, for those of you that haven't played Tasokare or Yotsume, you can never use the matches by themselves. You always have to light them. I did it. Good, it's not wet. Ta-da! Great, the gate is open. I was afraid of what would happen. Imigo and I passed under the Romon gate and walked to the altar. With our feet. We walked. We're good. Awesome. In front of the Haiden. When Imigo and I arrived at the altar... Imigo! Hey, it's Atori. I mean, what? Tagara! A young man rushed towards us. With very Atori hair. I was worried about you because you were missing. Romon gate is closed. What's happening? I've been confused because I was locked out. I'm glad you're okay, but the shrine is weird today. By the way, who's this pretty girl? Oh, I was surprised. Tagara is much younger than I imagined. I thought he would be an old guy because Imigo told me that Tagara is his boss. I really thought Tagara was going to be an old man too. I'm not going to lie. Tagara smiled at me and said, Did Imigo do anything rude to you? Yes. He existed. I was bothered by her. She came here this strange day. Hey, Imigo, you can't speak to a woman that way. I'm sorry, he has a bad mouth. May I ask your name, lady? Well, I'm so... what happened? Now I can't remember my name. Your name's Sally. What's wrong, Mai? Oh, I'm Mai Sahara. I remembered because Imigo called my name. Nice to meet you, Mai. I'm Tagara. So you can't go home? Yes. Yes, you can't go home. Right. You're not a child of this village, are you? Why did you come here? Can you tell me the details? Details. Yeah, it might be a hint to help you. Okay. I started to tell him why I came to this village. From the very beginning. Time for backstory! Hey, look at that. Other games by Sek. Silly name. No, why is there no no? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. I broke it. Hang on, now we have to cut. Okay, we survived. We're back. It was only a couple seconds for you, but I had to close down the game and restart it. I was gonna tell you how good these games are. I have played 3 of them now. I started Alice's Spiritual Judge. That's hard to say. Go ahead and try and say it. The English in that is absolutely awful. I really think that's one that I should play in Japanese and translate. But that's a lot of effort, so we're going to play it in English with a really awful English. Eventually I'll do a fan translation of all these games, but that's way down the road since I can't get my stuff straight currently. We're going right back to it. Hey, we got a new... Hey, it's Amigo! We don't know his birthday, or his horoscope, or his age, but his hobbies include taking a nap on a tree, not in a tree, on it, on the very top, like a McFucking pigeon. His favorite food is chimaki, which I don't know if you've ever seen, but it's sticky. I've never had it, so I can't tell you if it's good or not, but it looks delicious. A boy I met at the shrine, he helps her but has a bad attitude and a dirty mouth. Nobody knows the reason, but he wears a cloth over his face, because he can, because it's Yotsume. The name of the game is Yotsume. Cloth has 4 eyes. It's important. He's a main character. Music's cute. Eventually, I would like to play all of the SEC games, just because they are very good games. The story is very well written. Even if the translations aren't amazing, the story itself is really good. Definitely worth poking. Now we just have to not make the mistake of ever hitting the add button again. Hey, look, there it is. That's Alice's Spiritual Judge right there. I heard the one with the 2 boys in it, Prison something, is supposed to be amazing, but we'll find out. You can't see, but I was doing finger guns. Just imagine them. Imagine the finger guns. Here's one for you. Ah yes, time for backstory. I'm in the 9th grade. It's September. Still hot. My plans after leaving school. On the way home from high school, I was staring at a career counseling card. Try saying that 3 times fast. I can't even speak normally. The card has 2 checkpoints that are get a job or go on to high school. And below the checkpoints, there are 3 blank boxes to fill with my plans. If I have a plan for going on high school, I have to write 3 names of high schools which I want to go. If I have a plan for getting a job, I have to write 3 names of companies which I want to enter. But there are only my name and my class number on the card now. Researching card for study of career, tiny text. Summer vacation has already finished, so now I have to face my future plans seriously. Sigh audibly. I don't know how many times I sighed over this problem today. I just put the card in my bag. I dropped by the shop on the way home and picked up some food for dinner. That is not your responsibility as a middle schooler. But okay. I tried to remember what was in my fridge and I looked at the flyer pasted on the shop window. I put some food seasoning into the basket. Paid for them, I began to make my way downtown, moving fast. Moving faster. Running. When I got to the nearest corner of my apartment, I heard an argument. I stopped to pick up my ears. I accidentally dropped them on the ground. It would be rude if I left them there. Maybe it's a fighting? I stop and try to hear what they are saying because I'm afraid of getting involved. Then I hear someone say, "Just go home." That's none of your business. Is a salesman tote vacuum cleaner door to door. Oh, this voice may be. Hearing the familiar voice, I talked to the person in spite of myself. Lovely. Hey, at least these chapters are long and we don't get cheated like we do in Tasokare. Waste shit fast there. Dad? My. There you are. What happened, Dad? Makoto Sahara. My father looked at me with a surprise. A singular one. Not any more than that, or it would be rude. The person who was arguing with my dad looked at me as well. Daddy? You shouldn't be calling him that. Should I leave? I think I should leave. The person with glasses looks gentle. Oh no, he's a bottom. I mean, what? He looked at me with surprise as if he found something rare. I'm surprised, he said with a surprised face and gave us a singular surprise. You have a daughter? It's not your concern. I'm your brother, ain't I? Of course your daughter is related to me, right? No, that's not how relations work. What? Your brother? I was really surprised. There's a lot of surprise going around. Yes, I'm your dad's brother, Shuji Sagara. That has absolutely nothing to do with Sahara. I'm your uncle. Nice to meet you, Mai. Nice to meet you too. Mai, you don't have to listen to what he says. Thanks, rude. You're terrible. Don't ruin the first meeting with my niece. Who cares? I broke off relations with your family. But you can't cut the relationship so easily. That's why I came to see you. Did I ask you to come? Please go home now. I'm not gonna give in to your urging. He called you Daddy, though. You have to at least say thank you. Dad's voice became loud. I shrugged my shoulders. It's not what I would do. He's always cool and silent, so I've never seen him yell at someone before. Dad stared at his brother sharply. The person who had introduced himself as my uncle said with serious eyes. You know, Mai is not completely unrelated to it. Do you really think you're right, Makoto? Audible exclamation point. You really hated our parents, but they already passed away, so there's no problem now. I'm sure that Soichi is waiting for you. Soichi. Anyways, you gotta think about it. Not only about your feelings, but also Mai's feelings. There's a lot of feelings and surprise going around. Said Shuji, he walked away. It surprised me, and I couldn't move for a while. A whole while, like a goat. I was surprised like a goat, and was completely paralyzed, and fell over to the side, bleating why I did. I looked at my dad. He frowned and looked pale. Well, Daddy? I had a lot of questions, but I couldn't say anything. I was still paralyzed like a goat. All I could do was make goat noises. Nah. I kept staring at Dad. He glanced at me and whispered, Sorry, don't ask me anything for now. Okay. Let's go home. Dad walked towards me and snatched the plastic bag a little roughly. And then he walked upstairs. I followed him without a word. I've lived here since I was a child. I don't know about my mother, grandparents, or any relatives. I don't know if they are alive or dead. I don't know why I don't have a mother. And I've asked my dad a question when I was a small kid. Daddy, why don't I have a mother? All my friends had their mothers. Their mothers cook meals, sleep together with their children, read out picture books in bed. You can't read a picture book. There is no way to audibly read a picture book, because it's made of pictures. But when I asked him, he just had a painful look on his face and answered nothing. From that point, I stopped asking about my family. I've been feeling like it's a taboo. I felt like it would destroy something if I asked about it, so I just shut my heart. All your friends that told you their moms read picture books to them are liars and don't actually have moms because you can't read a picture book, so they're making it up to seem cool. It's okay, I don't have a mom either. We had dinner in a bad mood that night. Dad just kept making a bitter face during dinner. It looked like he was thinking about something very deeply. Watching baseball games on TV is his favorite, but he doesn't seem even he is hearing it tonight. What? But he doesn't seem even he is hearing it tonight. Yo, he watch TV and he don't listen. Time to search. There's a card in here. Makoto card. We want this over here. I picked up the photo frame. This is the only picture of my babyhood. It's ripped in half, but I don't know why. A ripped picture of a baby was added to archive. I'm assuming that's us as baby with mom. That would make sense as to who hold babies. It's a TV. A baseball game is on TV now, but my dad doesn't seem to be watching it right now. Door frame, door, kitchen, light bulb. Dad is silent with a serious look. I feel difficult to talk to him now. I'm sorry I shouted like that earlier. Yeah, I was surprised, but only one. Well, so Dad seemed to be hesitating to say something and murmured. I guess he's going to talk about things, what he was arguing with his brother earlier. You don't have to say it if you don't want to. What on earth were you talking with him, and who was that? We want to know. Say, Daddy, what were you talking about with that man? Oh, well, yeah. You should know it. If I knew it, I wouldn't be asking you. I should know? Yes, the man is Shuji Sagata, my elder brother. I didn't know you had a brother. You were just introduced to him. You've been curious about your family, haven't you? No, I'm not. So... I couldn't answer him back. It might make him sad if I say yes, but I don't want to see his sad face. Dad became quiet and then smiled a little. Mai, you don't have to be humble with me. It's natural to be curious about your family. Yeah, I've wanted to know for a long time. Say, Dad, why did that person come to see you? He asked me to come to my parents' house. Your parents' place? No, his parents' house. Yeah, Sagata's house. I felt strange to know that I have a hometown. I mean, you were born somewhere. I've lived with Dad in this apartment for a long time. I've never met my grandparents, cousins, or any relatives. I've heard my classmates saying that they go to their hometowns during summer vacation and winter vacation many times. But I felt like it's just a story. Do I have a hometown? Of course you do. You weren't born here. You had grandparents. Grandparents. I don't feel the existence of my grandparents closely because I believed that my only family is Makoto, my father. But I heard they've already passed away. Father died 5 years ago and my mother died last year. Oh, that sucks. He came here to tell me the news. I didn't attend the funerals for my parents. Shuji tried hard and finally found me, so he said. He was going to convince me to visit my parents' grave at least. 15 years. I didn't know about my family. I didn't expect that I would know in this way. I have an uncle. I had grandparents. But my grandparents have already passed away without meeting me. I can't get things properly. I don't feel that I have those relatives. Dad, who is Soichi? I remember Uncle Shuji saying Soichi is waiting for my dad's coming back. Soichi is the oldest brother of us. You have 2 brothers? More than one? Yeah. 3 brothers. Yeah, that's how math works. My classmates often complain about their brothers and sisters. They share comics and video games, go out together. I feel envy because I don't have any siblings. I wish I had brothers and sisters, and if you had brothers and sisters, you would wish that you didn't have them, so nobody's happy. But I also heard that Soichi has passed away. What? Your brother? Yeah. His voice was small and sounded sad. It seemed like talking about Soichi's death is more painful than that of his parents. I wonder how Dad spent his life in the family. What made him decide to break off the relationship with them? Everything is beyond my mind. I wasn't able to find what to say to my dad. Then he whispered, "Do you want to go?" What? Do you want to visit your hometown? Do you want to visit your grandparents' grave? My hometown, my grandparents' grave. Those things have been far away from my life since I was a child, but I've had a longing for them. I'd like to visit that place. We going to Japan. Shit, we're already there. I want to go because I don't know anything about them. I think you should go. Your parents and the eldest brother departed, right? If I were them, I would be sad to be ignored by you. I looked at Dad. He seemed to be thinking about something and then said to me, "You're right. I'd be sad if you didn't care about my death." Yeet. Dad seemed to clear his mind. He went to bed soon. I have a family, except for my dad. Maybe I'll be able to know about my mom, too. I remembered about the career counseling card in my bag. I did that without messing up. I can't decide what to do in the future because maybe I don't know myself well. If I know my past and my family, my personality, I may see what I want in the future. I think my entering high school might be a burden for my dad. I felt like I've been discouraging Dad from remarriage and his happiness. I think I might be able to change myself. Look, don't not go to school because you think it's going to hurt somebody else, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. About 1 week later, Dad said to me, "Mai, keep the next holiday free. You need to be absent from school next Friday, okay? I'll take my day off, too." What? We'll go and see their grave, right? Yeah. Oh, you have to bring your school uniform. We're not Buddhist, but it's like the first anniversary of my parents' death. We have to be dressed formally. Okay. Dad didn't forget the promise. I'm not about only visiting his hometown. It's not about only visiting his hometown. I'm so happy because I can travel with him. It's pretty rare. I had to suppress my excitement and had to hide it from Dad. Yay! Now we just have to not hit the shop button or recover button. Don't press anything that could cause something bad. I get a pen just in case I need to take notes. I think this is the last background story, and then we actually get back into the puzzle portion of this game. On autumnal equinox day. I'm sure I've messed that up. Whatever. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Dad and I got up early and started getting ready for the trip. We're going to my dad's hometown. It'll take a day to get to the house. It'll be hard. Are you okay with that? Yeah, I'm okay. Why is she only wearing a single ribbon in her hair? Why does Imigo also have a red ribbon? Questions for later. I point things out at the dumbest times. Leave me alone. Those are nice chairs. I can't tell if that's like a hand-drawn picture or if this is just a photograph. It's very nice. We went to Tokyo Station and took a Shinkansen. I took Shinkansen for the first time for years. In the bus. After getting off the Shinkansen, we changed the train and took a bus. The town is more rural than I expected. Dad cared of me and talked to me in the train, but he perfectly shut his mouth after we got on the bus. He looked nervous, present tense. That looks like a real picture, too. I'm nervous, too. What if I did something rude at his parents' house? The bus was going to be up the winding road and stopped at the bus stop named Yotsume Village. Whoa. The bus only runs 2 times a day? In Tokyo, buses and trains run in the few-minute intervals. This area is way different from that. It's normal in rural areas. Let's go. Dad started walking with his big bag. I followed him. So how long are we staying? Is that explained? Do we get told that? Yotsume Village is located in a mountain. The houses look pretty old and the scenery is a stereotyped countryside for Japanese. What? It's rare for me to see the nature views, so I was busy looking around. Oh, this is a pretty picture. Let me stare at it for a second. Okay, I'm dead. I can see some tories by the road. There are some stones with the words Yotsume God by them. Ha! It's got 4 eyes on it. Look at him. I named him Harold. That's Harold. Be nice to Harold. What's Yotsume God? Examine the stone closely. Touch that shit. It looks dangerous. Oh no, I missed some dialogue. Oh well, it's a rope. It's a rock tied with a rope. It looks pretty old. 4 eyes are carved into the baby-sized stone. Aw, baby Harold. I felt like I was going to be sucked into the stone. I felt dizzy and held my ground. Fight the rock. Fight baby Harold. What are you doing, Mai? Fighting baby Harold. Don't question me. I'm a grown-ass adult. Nothing. Not fighting a baby rock. A baby jelly bean-shaped rock. We have to hurry. It'll be dark. Dad, what's this Yotsume God? Huh? It's a god that has existed in this village since old days. I can see them here and there. You know, the children in this village grow up while listening to this. Yotsume God is always watching you, and a needless child is taken away by Yotsume God. Sounds like that happened pretty recently in like an opening cutscene or something. Oh, that's why the stones are all over the village. It's an old superstition for kids, like you'll get your tongue taken away by Satan if you tell a lie. I don't tell my kids that, but they're also cats, so they are the devil. In this village, we aren't Buddhists. All of us believe in Shinto. What's a Shinto? Well, it's a kind of religions, multiple, plural religions all in one, basically. You know Buddhism, right? No. Like the Daibutsu and Nara? I've studied it at a history class. Yes, they pray in front of Buddha statues by putting their hands together and say, Namu Amida Butsu. I can't read. The symbol of their religious belief are monks and temples. Is Shinto different? The symbol of Shinto is a shrine. We have different symbols from Buddhism, like torii and oracles. Well, okay. I don't understand well. Look, he didn't explain all that well. Normally, young people can't tell the difference between Buddhism and Shinto. Shinto is an ancient Japanese religion. In Yotsume village, we don't have any monks or Buddhist altars. We have only Yotsume Shrine, which worships Yotsume God. Okay. I didn't have any blood relatives except my dad. Up until now, I haven't had any opportunities to know what religion I belong to because I've never experienced a family party on New Year's Day or a funeral. So are you a Shinto believer too? I've broken the relationship with my family in this village, so I think the god would rather refuse me. Then how about me? You can choose it yourself. Dad shut his mouth. Dad stepped up his pace, and I just followed him without a word. "20 minutes after getting off the bus, we arrived at a large house. That is a lot of walking. Is this my grandparents' house? It's pretty different from my imagination. I thought it would be a general small house. Dad pressed the button of the intercom. Ping pong is the noise my intercom makes too. I'm not rich enough to have an intercom. We don't even have a doorbell. A little while after ringing the bell, Shuichi and a middle-aged woman in a kimono appeared. Oh, you really came. You told me to come. You should have told me that you were gonna come today. I could have sent somebody to pick you guys up. Coming to this village by bus was hard on you, right? You don't have to do such a thing for me. What are you saying? This is your birthplace. I don't think this is my place. We've come here just to visit my parents' grave. But of course you're gonna stay with us, right? There's no hotel in this village. You won't say you're gonna camp with your daughter, will you? Shuji said while he was looking at me. Might, you're gonna stay with us, right? Well. I looked at my dad awkwardly. I'll pay for it. You have to pay to stay at your family's house. Oh, well, you're really stubborn. There's no argument between them today, but they don't seem to have a good relationship. I was feeling a little uncomfortable, and then the middle-aged woman extended her hand to me. Little lady, you must be tired with the long trip. I'll carry your bag. Little lady? When I was surprised at the word, Shuji chuckled. This woman is our maid. You can ask her when you need a help. Only one, so use it wisely. Oh, okay. But I can carry my bag myself, thank you, though. You're a good girl. Who's your father? I don't think you know him. Dad glared at Shuji, but Shuji walked to the house as if he doesn't care anything. Great. Dad, are you wealthy? I'm not. I abandoned this house and my family. Dad is in a pretty bad mood. Maybe we shouldn't have come. But then the plot wouldn't have happened. We entered the front gate of the house. You came. What? Suddenly I heard someone's voice. I stopped to hear what it was, but I couldn't hear anything anymore. What happened? Dad, didn't you hear somebody's voice? I didn't hear anything. Okay. Maybe it was just my imagination. Feeling strange, I entered the house. We were shown to the rooms by Shuji. This is a kitchen. There's a bathroom, and here's the living room. The sliding doors are open now, but we'll close them and we'll make this a guest room for you. It's an old house, but we have air conditioners, and we have a flushing toilet. All the things I look for in a house. I looked around the large house. The house is actually old, but the rooms are clean and they seem well renovated. Shuji took us on a grand tour of the house, and then we were shown the living room again. I think it was good enough for you to stay in this house. You can use anything you like, but don't walk around unnecessarily, or you'll get lost in the house. I see. Dinner will be ready soon. Please make yourself at home. You can eat the snacks on the table. Thank you. Well, Makoto, I have something to talk with you. Follow me. Audible ellipses. Dad looked a little hesitant, but Shuji urged him to come together. Dad stood up and went away with him. I was waiting for him for a while, but I unconsciously fell asleep, maybe because of the tiredness of the trip. And then you heard the kid's voice when you woke up. Then they led you to this shrine, you say. Yes, and Mr. Imigo told me that you may know how to get home. Hey, don't call me Mr. Imigo. You told me to be a good girl. I didn't ask you to do things too much. Okay. You two are good friends, but actually, I don't know how to make you go home. Oh! So I can't go home? Forever? I felt totally depressed. Tagata said hurriedly. No, don't be depressed too much. I can't explain the details for now, but I'm sure there's a scroll about it here somewhere. Oh, cool. But I've lost it. The plot? I guess maybe somebody stole it. Everybody stare at Imigo. I didn't. I didn't say you did. I said you did. So I can go home if I find out the scroll, right? I can't say for sure, but probably yes. Okay, I'll find it. Good grief, it's gonna keep going. Yay! That's the end of that one. Oh god. We will do another one next time. I think I'm almost caught up to where I was in the live stream, which I'm really excited about because I want to see what happens next. Because pieces are starting to come together for what happened in the first video in the very beginning. So I want to know how that goes together. I hope you enjoy this game. I'm honestly really enjoying Yotsume God more than Tasokare, but I kind of already played through Tasokare. I know all the endings, all the options. This still has story I haven't played, so I'm really excited about it. If you want to watch the previous video and look at the references that I've been making to the previous video, you'll see it up in the right-hand corner there. You can go ahead and click on that and watch the first video. If not, wait like 5 more seconds and you'll see the pop-ups. Those ones. Right.